All right, so today we're going deep on something pretty wild.
Yeah.
Jungle fasting.
Okay.
It's a thing, apparently, happening in Nigeria
Huh.
at the Immaculate Conception International Shrine.
Wow. Okay.
And get this, it all goes down right as the new year kicks off.
So like New Year's.
New Year's Eve into New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not your typical way to ring in the new year.
Yeah, not really, no.
That's why we've got our expert here to help us figure out what this whole jungle fasting thing is all about.
Well, I'm happy to try. It's definitely a unique combo of, ideas and stuff.
No kidding. So let's start with the obvious. What is jungle fasting?
Right.
We know fasting is a spiritual thing. Lots of religions do it. But this name, jungle fasting, it's so evocative. Does it literally mean you're like fasting in a jungle?
That's the big question, isn't it? I mean, honestly, the name itself is kind of the first mystery we got to unpack.
Right.
Jungle could be like a metaphor?
A metaphor.
Okay. Think about it. The jungle. It's a place of like intense challenge, transformation. You shed the old, you come out new.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of fits with the whole New Year thing, don't you think?
I see what you're saying. So maybe not a literal jungle, but the feeling of a jungle.
Exactly.
Going deep into the wilderness of, I don't know, your soul or something.
Right. And, check this out. The theme for the event is arise.
Yeah.
Go up to the land flowing with milk and honey.
Wow.
Like that really reinforces the journey idea, right? Like a personal exodus. You're leaving the old year behind, the old you striving for something better, a promised land almost.
You know what? You just made me realize something. This whole thing starts December 28th and ends at dawn on January 1st.
Uh-huh.
It's like this in-between time,
Yeah.
Not quite the old year, not quite the new one. Maybe that's the jungle, that weird liminal space. When you're vulnerable, open to change.
Ooh, I like that. Very interesting interpretation. And it makes sense, right? Like these liminal periods are often seen as like potent times for spiritual stuff. You're shedding the old, reflecting, setting intentions. Powerful stuff.
And the activities they've got listed for this event, they definitely back up that idea of intense reflection. You've got your standards, holy masses, prayer, adorations, benedictions, confessions.
Right, the usual.
But then there's some things that, I'm not so familiar with. Breaking of words and prophetic declarations. Those are the ones I'm really curious about.
Yeah, okay, so think of breaking of words as like, I don't know, unpacking scripture.
Okay.
Extracting the deeper meanings, but like making it relevant to your life. You're not just passively listening, you're actively wrestling with these ancient texts to find guidance, which is, super powerful when you're about to step into a new year.
Oh, I see. So it's about finding those like nuggets of wisdom that can help you navigate the year ahead.
You got it. And prophetic declarations, well, that could be seen as a way of like speaking your intentions into existence. You're declaring what you want to bring into your life in the new year, aligning yourself with, a higher purpose.
Right. So it's not like fortune telling, but setting those powerful intentions for yourself.
Exactly.
And doing all of this with a group, other people who are also searching for this renewal. That must make the whole experience even more intense.
Oh, for sure. Totally. There's a collective energy that comes from shared intention, shared purpose. Incredibly powerful and motivating too.
This whole jungle fasting thing is starting to make a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
It's like a modern, supercharged New Year's resolution almost. But instead of just setting a goal, you're going on this whole transformative journey to like make it stick.
It's even deeper than just goals. It taps into that very human need to connect, to find meaning, something beyond just the material world. We live in a world that's so chaotic, so overwhelming. And experiences like this, they offer a way to step back, reconnect, find some clarity, some purpose.
It really makes you wonder, is that why this is resonating with people?
Could be.
Maybe it's a way to cope with all the anxieties of modern life, a kind of spiritual reset at a time when we really need it.
Powerful thought. It speaks volumes about how these ancient practices, even when reimagined for today's world, still hold so much weight.
So after exploring all this, here's something for you to ponder as we wrap up.
Okay.
Could jungle fasting be seen as a kind of spiritual survival tactic? A way to navigate this increasingly complex world we find ourselves in? Something to think about, right?
Definitely is.
Thanks for diving deep with us today.
Anytime.